Here's a sad reality, but one that for many of you, judging from your most recent HR question sent to me, is at the forefront of your mind. Being made redundant can be one of the toughest challenges of your working life. But by transforming a negative experience into a positive, a redundancy can also be a key turning point in your career. It needn't be a scary, fearful thing that hangs over you and your emotions. A redundancy occurs when an employer no longer has a role for you due to business restructure or closure. Your redundancy can either be voluntary, where you put your hand up and ask to be made redundant, or you may experience a forced redundancy, which is losing your job due to restructures or changes by the business. Most of you appear to fall into this latter category, and given this climate, sadly, it's not surprising. So while it may not feel this way right now, a redundancy, voluntary or forced, can offer you opportunities. The key is to proactively manage the transition to the next steps in your journey by developing a redundancy plan. Here's 10 steps you can take to better cope with redundancy and the understandable emotion that comes with it. Step 1. Allow yourself reasonable time to grieve. A week may sound like a lot, but in my observations of clients, it's most certainly not. Remind yourself not to take it personally. Your job role was made redundant, not you personally. It's something that can happen to anyone through no fault of their own. Redundancy can deliver a serious blow to your confidence and bring plenty of uncertainty about the future. But dwelling on the negatives can delay your return to that exciting next project, the workforce, or building out your side hustle, your next business. Taking a proactive approach is critical to taking this and turning it into a solid and empowered opportunity to change your life. 2. While yes, redundancy can often come with a decent tax-free payout, it can have a significant impact on your financial well-being and the ability to feel financially secure over the coming weeks, months, or even a year. So it's critical to manage your money wisely. Draft up a redundancy budget and stick to it until you have a clearer idea of what the future holds. Having a budget that reflects your new circumstances can help relieve some of the heavy emotions attached to your understandable financial concerns. 3. There's some absolute wisdom behind Benjamin Franklin's phrase, if you fail to plan, you are planning to fail. Drawing up a plan of action will help you feel in control about something that you're unlikely to have too much control over at the time. Include realistic activities, things like reaching out to friends and family, explaining your situation, and seeing if they know of any openings, searching for jobs online, reviewing your LinkedIn profile, making sure it's up to date, calling up and meeting with recruiters in your industry sector. These all take time, and your plan needs to list all the ways you will look for a new job or start your own business. When your work environment seems fragile, draw strength from knowing that you've done all you can to create a roadmap to get your career and life back on track should the need arise. 4. Create a confidential living document and start taking note of achievements and exciting or additional projects you've completed or been part of. This helps when thinking about where to start with writing up your resume. Employers will often ask you to evidence areas of expertise that will help alleviate the burden of walking through thousands of memories, some of which may not be great, to get a relevant answer to them quickly. A resume that's kept current when an opportunity arises really helps, even if in rough draft form, to make sure that you have it there to go, there to send. This alone may give you quite a big competitive advantage. 5. Redundancy necessitates change from what you've comfortably known as your norm. This is a big opportunity to take a step back and reflect what did or didn't you like about your job, what your skill set more closely aligns to, or whether this time might be the time to take up additional studies and train in another area. Doing this doesn't mean you've wasted or will waste your existing skills. If you want to start your own business, chances are you'll need to draw on all of your skills. And as for employers, they look for breadth as well as depth of skill. 6. Own part of the departing process. Reach out to close colleagues, get their private contact details so you can stay in touch if your employer offers you CV writing or placement services. Make the most of what's available. Even if you're feeling pretty comfortable with your next steps, it can't hurt. If they have an employee assistance program, EAP, then by all means, it's free and confidential. Talk through where your head is at. A third party who is not a friend or immediate family member, as well intended as they are, often significantly helps. 7. Use those contact details and reach out before, during or after to ask if they, a colleague or manager, would feel okay being a referee for you. This will help lift that often awkward, embarrassed feeling you get when feeling like you're asking a favour later on. And 8. Embrace an open mind. If a contract role comes up and you've got a mortgage to pay and have only considered a more stable option in, say, a permanent role, be prepared to take an interim or project role while interviewing for a more permanent option, and remain honest about your situation when asked. It's not uncommon for contract roles to be extended or even transition into permanent offerings, so stay open-minded. 9. Stay current. Check out what's in the marketplace and don't be afraid to connect with recruiters in your area to understand the job market. What are employers actually looking for now? What's on demand? This information will arm you with the knowledge to know how to position yourself and maybe even where to direct your learning. Lastly, 10. Resilience is built on the back of practice. So employees rejecting us to be a reference for you, recruiters or companies failing to contact you after you send in an application, or even extended periods of quiet, are all moments that will make you stronger. If you think the dead quiet of the house might get to you, think about building out a job description. It sounds odd, but for a role of getting a job. Creating a plan to wake up at the same time each day, applying for jobs, taking several breaks, and reviewing feedback from others can actually help keep depression at bay. It helps boost dopamine, that good old feeling, the good vibes that you get from achieving small tasks through the day, things that actually help move the needle forward. So, with a clear redundancy plan and budget, a can-do attitude, willingness to pivot and consider other opportunities, along with a healthy desire to stay focused, you're likely to not only come out of a redundancy surviving, but thriving as your best you. If you find yourself in an uncomfortable position and seek to understand your rights and gain clarity among the heaviness of it all, check us out online. Our one-to-one redundancy crisis counselling sessions, or we have tailored coaching services that can help you through this fragile time. Thanks very much, and I really hope that this has been helpful for you.